welcome back to Broken Sword. We are trying to break the cipher. Now, Plantard had it on him, so maybe his name's in it, maybe it was addressed to him. So, let's try the first words, Plantard. Where's the... One looks like an R. One looks like an R. Oh, we screwed up already. There we go. And then we get the W one. And then we got that little looking one. Greater than with a mouth, little alligator. That would be a T. And then we got the A. And we got a backwards C is an R. And then D will make the U. Okay, what fits? Trawl, it's gotta be trail, right? The word right here. Okay, there's Pierre. So that's an E. Pierre's killed. Pierre's pilled. What am I doing here? Pierre is killed. Murderer. Oh, I just fucked something up. What am I doing here? Okay, I don't know what I just did there, but we're good now. We're back on track. So this leaf guy's got to be an M. And the other leaf one's got to be a U. Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have. And that guy's got to be a V, right? Must have blank trail. Followed. W is going to be that one. Must have followed trail from Arno and... What was her name? Amada? No, we've already used I. Jamada? He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thoreau's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. What's our dad's name? Alright, so...
Plantard.
Yamada.
Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arno and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant.
I don't like these
Thierry's girl
ciphers.
broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her and for Canchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
Dun dun dun.
The strange metal artifact I found in Plantard's pouch had pointed back to the quayside.
Alright, so we got it. Alright. Took us an hour to get here. Man, I gotta do all this again. Put the little thingy thing in the door. Alright, so whatever's going on, our dad was involved at some point. Alright, what do we got?
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too. A photograph had been torn up.
I wonder which one it is. Oh, another puzzle?
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Here we go. Alright, so we always want to do border. Oh, nice. I bet it's going to be the other half of the picture we have. Nice. Got that one on accident too. Well, that's got to go there, right?
Oh my god. It can't be.
It's our fucking dad. That don't look right there. I got the chest backwards? I think I got the chest backwards.
There was no doubt
There it
about
is.
it. It was a picture of my father. Papa, oh God. After what I'd gone through, I thought I could face anything, but not this. My father, the one person in the whole world who I truly admired, standing with Canchon while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
There you go. We're going to take that key. And our shell. What's up with the truck? Later that afternoon.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting.
Let's go talk to the psychic lady.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
Absolutely.
No thanks.
Oh, come on.
Very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides,
Who's that
if
guy?
it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to. Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street. The door isn't locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see. Because of the dam. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
Mademoiselle.
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes. Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on that I've told you.
What?
She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
She's kind of, a little
Have you
gossip.
seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick.
Nice.
He kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma.
Okay, so that was probably Plantard.
Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
He's gonna
No,
have to take a
monsieur.
shit.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me. What other flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion.
There we go.
And the little yellow ones?
Sensuality.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Oh, come on, man.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
Let's see what
You're
she's got for
going
us.
on a long journey.
Ooh.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know? How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Nice. Okay.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Okay. To the
Do
nose.
you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
It was the door to Nico's apartment.
Alright, let's go say hey.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock. Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
We just walked right
Please,
in.
call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
We're bugged here.
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
I thought I could smell something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a
You
hurry.
don't
He
care
left his
about the
jacket
bug?
behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not gonna do that.
No.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just doesn't add up.
It's because we're mentioned in
Almost
the
feels
letters,
like some
man.
sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Oh, we messed up the recording. Oh well, we ain't going back.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera. I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Give us some more. What got
Did
for
you
us?
live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing.
I'm fading
Papa always
out.
wanted me to study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the term I did printing. I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
A little bit. Little bit. Alright, that's better.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a
Flippers.
giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
Come on.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
Let's do it.
Or an early death. I found this false nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Okay. Well, we got this nasty stuff too.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
Yeah, that's what I thought
It's
too.
still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Okay.
I found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made.
When did that happen?
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's
Okay.
right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh, no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
Or a crescent moon.
Okay. How long has she been holding on to that?
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Sure. You wanna know about this? That's how I
This
got
is
into
the
the
tool I
sewers.
used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but... Well, I had a job to do.
Somebody had to do it.
I have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
Ooh.
I doubt it. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Ooh.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Alright, so where can we go? La Rouge des Moons? Cafe? Her house? The police department. We don't want to go to the police department. Take a look around. Oh, what's this? Yeah, this old creepy man.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
We're just gonna walk in and start fucking with this guy's shit.
The guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse. Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the mundane world behind, for in these four walls, fantasy
is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible! You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
What?
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere.
Yeah?
I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
What you got with this fucking nose, homie?
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Okay.
I'm looking for a man who hired a clown costume from you.
Oui, monsieur. I do not see how I can help.
Don't you keep a record of costumes that you've rented out?
Come on now.
Of course, monsieur, but...
Well, then I'd like to check your records. Give me the names of everyone who's rented a clown suit.
Impossible. There are too many.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Okay.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
It's grease paint.
Let me smell that.
Ew. It's on the floor in the
Best
sewers.
Eimer's number 7, white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème
That's what we
de la
thought.
crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes,
Oui.
2 cans.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
Seamus the
pixie?
Pixie.
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay.
He's gonna buzz us. Saw that one coming a mile away.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
Paris clown chasing. Not quite the vacation I expected. Inside the clown's nose, I found the name of the costume shop. We knew that. Nico Sharp. When I showed them material I found in the courtyard, she came with a photograph at the scene. There's a man emerged with the card wearing trousers made of the same material. Grease paint from the costume shop, and we're in the two costumes. Seamus Pixie and Bozo the Clown. I guess let's go to the Policia. A little fan going. That's kind of cool. Nice little detail.
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant. It was Rosso's sidekick, Sergeant Moo. It was a public telephone.
Should we call our girl? Who's that?
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Oh, we forgot to call
Correct,
that guy
Mr.
earlier.
Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, he's
Oh,
at the
okay.
table.
Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
Yeah.
Thank God. I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Perfect. Let's go talk to this dude.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Would you like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Damn it.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Alright, let's talk to the big cheese.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
I didn't insist.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
I could have come back there. You didn't have to get up. Oh, it's back there.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty.
Ooh,
A mental
faculty.
classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
Stop.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
Ooh.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Who did that?
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Well, who the fuck is he?
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantow.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
Oh, come on, man.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Okay.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely.
Too late.
Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
That's it.
So long, Inspector.
Well, that was a waste of time, but I guess we don't have to worry about the cops anymore. What's asking
Do
about
you
this
know a
guy?
man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Like you guys
Yes.
care.
I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Yeah, that's true.
I found this red nose in the sewer.
What were you doing down there?
Fishing for clues. That's where the clown went.
You still insist you saw a clown, monsieur?
Of
I
course. And this novelty nose proves it.
It will take more than a plastic proboscis to convince Inspector Rousseau.
You don't want this as evidence, then?
Certainly not, monsieur.
All right, you are out of luck then.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
Probably.
No way. This could be an important clue.
If you say so, monsieur.
See you later, Sergeant.
All right, well, that's that. The Hotel Ubu. Rougerie. Oh, that's shifty looking dude.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
Alright, before we get into this, guys, we're going to have to stop right here. So, drop a like if you haven't, and drop a sub if you're new. I am out of